You may have been following this story, a very dramatic story. Savannah Guthrie, co-host of one of America's biggest morning programs today, she's been making headlines for devastating reasons this week. The bizarre disappearance of her 84-year-old mother, who's reported missing from her home in Arizona after she failed to turn up for church. These circumstances are quite terrifying. For more, we're joined by US broadcaster Cooper Lawrence, who's joining us live from New York. Cooper, hello.
Hi. I usually like to talk to you about fun celebrity
Yeah.
stuff. This is such a really intense, very serious story, and it got very serious very quickly. So the timeline is what's really interesting about this story. So she was taken to dinner by her daughter, dropped off Saturday night around 9 p.m., and then at 2 o'clock in the morning, her pacemaker stopped syncing with her Apple Watch. So that was the first alarm that something was wrong. And then Sunday morning, she didn't show up for church, which she always went to. It was very important to her. Faith was very important to her. So that's what raised the alarm. So when they broke into the house, when the cops finally broke into the house and realized that she was gone, they found her cell phone, her wallet, her car was there, her keys were there. So that's where they got the idea that she was taken rather than left on her own. And because she left her phone but had her Apple Watch on, that's why her heart pacemaker stopped syncing.
You're
So
right.
now they have a real timeline. They know at 2 a.m. is when she left that house, and that's a very important time. There's also the LA Times is reporting that that there was a break-in, that there was a forced entry, and they have found blood in the house.
Ooh.
Oh, so there's no implication that she's not of sound mind and wandered off. That's not going to be the storyline here.
No, in fact, it's very interesting because the sheriff in her county who spoke on this initially, he said, I want to be clear, she did not wander off. She is sharp as a tack. And that the fact that she left her phone and wallet and all that was also very alarming for them. So they're saying, no, she is actually missing. And they brought in the FBI, they brought in a homicide team, they brought in dogs, they tested DNA. I mean, they're really treating this like a real crime scene investigation.
If she's got a big property, she could have fallen into something.
And that's why they didn't call the cops until Sunday afternoon, because the family showed up. She has a very big property. And I don't think it's a well, there is a pool. So they checked all of that. The problem is where she lives is very remote, and the nearest neighbor is so far away that if she was screaming, nobody would have ever heard her. So it's nice to live very privately, but on the other hand, not great if you're in a pickle and you need your neighbors to go, hey, do you need help?
Well, her daughter, Savannah, is one of America's biggest television stars, one of the most loved presenters. Is there any implication that this has been part of an attack on her? Is this in relation to
Like
her?
a ransom. Are you saying a
Well,
ransom?
is there anything to do with her?
Yeah, there is some implication that is what's going on. TMZ is reporting that there was a ransom note left, and when the FBI was asked about it, they didn't confirm or deny it. They said, we're checking out everything. We're not leaving anything on the table. So they didn't say there wasn't a ransom note, but they said, we're whatever you think, we are on it. Don't worry, we're there.
To put
And
Savannah,
Savannah Guthrie Savannah was supposed to not just, she's hosting the Today Show, but she was also supposed to anchor the Olympics, which start Friday. So she's backed away from that as well, and she just is staying in Tucson.
to put her in a context for Australians, she's a much-loved megastar, isn't she?
Yeah, she's the television version of you, basically.
Why,
Somebody that everybody knows and loves. They know about your life. They know. And, a lot of the stories that she does on the Today Show are about her family.
Right.
So she just did a story recently about her relationship with her mom and who her mom is in her life and how her dad died when she was young. And the mom was like the mom and the dad. And so we really got to know her the same way people get to know you. So, and the Today Show is, one of the biggest television shows that we have. So she's big.
We would be careful. What if someone kidnaps me who's close to you?
Easy come, easy go.
yeah.
That's what I say.
They'd probably hand me back. They'd hand me back pretty quickly, I
You're
reckon.
too irritating. You wouldn't make it across the harbour bridge in the car.
Well, that is a fascinating story. Cooper, thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me.